Okay, sorry for the delay. I want to welcome you to the Murray City RDA meeting. As board chair for the Redevelopment Agency of Murray City, I've determined that due to the continued rise in COVID-19 case counts, holding an in-person meeting with an anchor location presents a substantial risk of health and safety to those in attendance. Under these circumstances, Utah State Code 52-42074 allows for electronic meetings to be held without an anchor location, so long as the public has the opportunity to view the meeting and submit public comments. We're holding today's RDA meeting via video conference, and the meeting is being live streamed at www.murraycity.live.com. If you have a public comment to submit to the RDA, please do so via email to rda@murray.utah.gov. With that, we'll begin our meeting with the approval of the January 19th, 2021 RDA minutes. Do I have any changes, deletions, additions?
I'll move approval.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any
Aye.
opposed? Okay, citizens' comments. Do we have any citizens' comments?
No comments.
Okay, we'll move on from citizen comments to staff has requested a closed session with the RDA board to discuss the purchase, exchange, or lease of real property. Utah State Code 52-4-205-1E allows for discussions such as this to take place without public in attendance in order to protect the potential real estate transaction. To legally enter into the closed session, state law requires a roll call vote to be taken on a motion, which includes the purpose for the closed session. For the motion to pass, 2/3 of the quorum must be present to enter the closed session. Once these steps are completed, those invited to attend the closed session will need to use a Zoom link to enter the separate meeting, which will not be broadcast to the public. When the closed session is concluded, the RDA board will need to re-enter the Zoom meeting link, which is being live streamed to the public. With that, I would ask for a motion.
Mr. Chair, I'll move that we close the session per Utah Code State 54-4-205-1E. You've already read that, right? To discuss the purchase, exchange of lease of real property.
I'll second.
Okay, we'll have a roll call vote. Melinda?
I think Brooke was going to do that.
Do you want me to do that,
Yeah.
Chair? Okay. Ms. Dominguez?
Aye.
Ms. Turner?
Aye.
Mr. Hells?
Aye.
Ms. Martinez?
Aye.
Mr. Cox?
Aye. We vote by name. Let's see, each board member has voted in the affirmative, so we'll now enter a closed session. From closed session, I'm looking for a motion to approve the strategy decided upon in the closed session.
I will make the motion to approve the strategy we decided upon.
I need a second.
I'll second.
Okay, we'll take it to a vote. Brooke?
Ms. Dominguez?
Aye.
Ms. Turner?
Aye.
Mr. Hells?
Aye.
Ms. Martinez?
Aye.
And Mr. Cox?
Aye. The board of the RDA of Murray City just met in closed session to discuss the purchase of real property. We met in closed session to avoid disclosing the estimated value of property or other items related to the real estate transaction to ensure that the RDA can complete a transaction with the best possible terms. After discussion, the board approved having the staff proceed with a strategy negotiated the best possible terms and for the real estate transaction. And with that, we'll move to the next item agenda, which is project updates. Melinda.
Okay, so I'll just go over real quickly what I provided to you with the memo in the project update memo in the packet. We have made a little bit of progress on the cell phone tower relocation, and Verizon right now is installing their equipment onto the new array at the new site. We did also yesterday receive the building plans to review for the T-Mobile portion that will be coming after the Verizon portion is installed. So that's a little bit of progress. And then, let's see, with the project over here at 48th and State Street, we have worked with a geotechnical firm to do a geotech study. They'll probably be starting on that now, it looks like next week. That'll be one of the pieces that Eadlin will need to move forward with designing their project so they can understand the soils and what they can build on, how the parking structure can be designed and those types of things. And that will then enable them to move forward with the next steps of the project that then we'll bring back for discussion in the next couple of months to have the public give some input on that. The Jesse Knight Legacy Center continues to work with the state on their materials management plan, their MMP that they have to submit to the State Department of Environmental Quality. And I think that should be submitted to them right now. It'll take the state up to about 45 days to review that. There may be some back and forth, but they're hoping that they'll be able to get a land disturbance permit in the next couple of months to move forward with starting to clean up the site over there. And then think architecture, we're still waiting on the cost assessment to come back from the Brownfields grant to determine how much the contamination remediation will cost for that site. And then once we have that number, we'll start working with Think Architecture again to come up with a purchase agreement to sell that property to them and figure out the best path forward to get that developed and to get the site cleaned up. So that's really all I have. If there's any questions on that or any other projects.
Melinda, would you remind me where the Think Architecture site is?
Okay, so the Think Architecture site is directly south of the new fire station, and the new cell phone tower is kind of in the middle of that site.
Okay.
So there's, so it's north of 5th Avenue, right? And then on the west side of Box Elder, just south of the fire department.
Do you know how large the building is going to be at this point?
They were looking at, it has to be a 3-story building. It's been so long, I don't remember, but
Okay.
the site itself is only going to be about a half acre. So it won't be a huge building just because the size of the parcel that's left.
I'd kind of forgotten about that, so thanks.
Yeah, I
for-
know. I know. They're the forgotten child, but I'll get some more information in my memo for next month to include a little bit more details on the anticipated project size.
Great, and thank you for the memo. That's really helpful.
You're welcome. Any other questions? Okay.
No other questions? Okay, the meeting's adjourned. Thank you.
Okay.
All right.